You're watching Asia Business News. I'm Clara Lee. Singtel has reported higher underlying net earnings for its fiscal half year, boosted by strong performances from its regional associates and Australian unit Optus. Southeast Asia's largest telecom firm saw its underlying net profit rise 14% to 1.35 billion Singapore dollars for the 6 months ended September. Now, including an exceptional gain from the sale of a partial stake in Airtel and the InTouch Gulf merger, overall net profit would rise to 3.4 billion Singapore dollars. Singtel has announced an interim dividend of 8.2 cents per share. Now, that's 17% higher than the same period last year. Looking ahead, Singtel CEO Yuen Kuan Moon said the company expects its data center business to be another bright spot this financial year. Singtel has also revised its earnings guidance and now sees operating company earnings before interest and tax to grow between high single-digit and low double digits for the financial year ending March. Singtel shares, after reporting a profit surge in its first fiscal half of the year, is now ticking higher by more than 1.5%. And in the broader Singapore market, the benchmark STI is ticking higher by almost 0.4%. CNA's Roland Lim spoke to Singtel Group CEO Yuen Kuan Moon about the recent Optus outage and what steps they are taking to ensure better service for customers in Australia.
So Singtel's reputation obviously affected by the Optus outage. Are you confident in winning back this loss of confidence by your Australian subscribers? I mean, I'm talking about Optus, of course.
Yeah. Well, first of all, what happened with the Optus 000 outage is unacceptable, and Optus has taken full accountability of it. It is important for Singtel to continue to support the Optus board and its management to make sure they put in place better resilience to support its customers. So far, the board has commissioned an independent reviewer, Dr. Kerry Scott. She will be coming out with an independent report before the end of the year, which will be shared with the regulators and the public openly. But we are not just waiting for that report. We have taken immediate action. The Optus board have also appointed Kearney to overlook the assurance of the network process to ensure that the service is being more resilient with an extra pair of eyes. Separately, Optus have also announced that they are adding 300 additional call center agents in Australia to support its operations and advancing or accelerating the pullback of a network operating center back into Australia. So these are the immediate actions taken. Obviously, it will take time to rebuild the trust and credibility of the Optus brand. The Australians have the right to be upset with Optus in this outage. We have to do better, and it will be a hard road to regain the trust of Optus customer. But having said that, if you look at the first half year results, Optus was actually on track with a strong EBITDA growth of 7% and revenue growth of 2%. So I think the underlying business momentum is there. It's impacted by this very bad outage. We will have to rebuild and regain the trust of our customers.
You mentioned Singtel taking full accountability. Optus had previously been fined for emergency call lapses as well as sales malpractice. Are you making new provisions in terms of this new outage?
Corrections. I have said Optus have taken full accountability. Singtel supports the Optus board and management. This is important because Optus is run independently with its own management and board. Singtel as a shareholder supports Optus fully, and we have invested significantly over the years. If you look at since 2001, where Singtel acquired Optus in Australia, Optus have invested $33 billion of capital investment into the Australian network. In fact, in the last 5 years, it has invested more than $9 billion of capital investment in Optus. Optus have invested $9 billion of capital investment in Australia. On top of that, Singtel has not taken any dividend in the last 5 years from Optus. And this is really, as a shareholder, how we support our subsidiary in Australia. Because we believe that it's a healthy industry, it's an industry that has got potential, and that's why we continue to stay invested. And as I mentioned earlier on, if you look at the first half of the year results, Optus, prior to the incident, is on a positive momentum. And some of the incidences that you mentioned in the past were issues that we have identified. And that's also the reason why we brought in the new CEO, Stephen Rue, to transform Optus. And he's only been with us for over a year. So this is his job to transform the company, to make it stronger, better, and able to serve our Optus customer in Australia.
Okay, and how much time are you giving Mr. Rue?
Well, Mr. Rue, as in any CEO, transforming a company as big as Optus is not going to be overnight. You're going to start with the leadership team, which is brought in a lot of new people, and also then you have to permeate down to every rank and file, to the managers, to every employees, that they believe that this is the job that they're doing is purposeful, meaningful, and they are serving a bigger purpose of connecting Australian businesses, and providing good service to a customer, to the managers, to every employees, that they believe that this is the job that they're doing is purposeful, meaningful, and they are serving a bigger purpose of connecting Australian businesses and providing good service to a customer. It will be a long journey, but he's clearly been given the mandate to transform Optus.